This is What's On in London, your guide to the greatest city on earth. I'm in the Notting Hill area of West London, made famous by the movie of the same name, starring Julia Roberts and Hugh Grant. In this episode, we explore the surroundings, taking a look at the Notting Hill Carnival and the Portobello Road markets. We take a stroll through Holland Park. Shopping is a strong feature on the show as we visit the areas of Kensington, Knightsbridge and Mayfair. Buckingham Palace is a must-see as we make our way to Victoria Station and take a train journey to Gatwick Airport. So much to see, so much to do. Let's get started. Notting Hill is a wonderful mixture of cultures, background and lifestyles. It's for these reasons that make it one of London's most prosperous and vibrant areas. It has a reputation for being affluent and fashionable, with high-class shopping and restaurants. Certain streets feature stunning terraces of large Victorian townhouses. Notting Hill is also popular with artists and the alternative culture. Evidence of this can be found in abundance wherever you venture in the area. As the westward expansion of London stretched out in the early 19th century, the rural area, which was Notting Hill, quickly began to be developed. The main landowners, the Ladbroke family, set about laying streets and houses with the idea in mind of making it a new fashionable suburb of the capital. The Ladbroke name can be found all over the area, with Ladbroke Grove the suburb's main thoroughfare. Ladbroke Square is the largest private garden square in London. The houses surrounding the square were designed in a very different style to other public gardens in London, being built directly on the edge of the square, with a road laid out around the houses. This gave the owners a direct back entrance to the communal garden, with which people on the street did not have access. The Notting Hill Carnival is an annual event that takes place each August over the bank holiday weekend. Another famous name is Portobello Road, home to one of London's most popular markets. In fact, it is the largest antiques market in the world, stretching well over a mile. Each weekend the road is packed with tourists and locals, sifting through the thousands of items from antiques, second-hand products, clothing and fruit and veg stalls. The market has become so big that it now takes up many of the streets surrounding it. If you're looking for a different kind of shopping experience, why not head over to Westbourne Grove, an area of London that has a terrific mixture of both independent and chain retailers. Funky boutiques, designer jewellery and futuristic furniture make it a must-see, although the term up-and-coming not only refers to the area, but also the price tags. For something a bit different, why not visit one of the local independent theatres? The Gate Theatre is a small theatre located above a pub near Notting Hill Tube Station. With a capacity of over 70 people, nearly every night you can be treated to amazing performances which are exclusively international productions. There are also many great places to catch the latest movies, from Hollywood blockbusters to lesser-known world cinema productions. The Coronet Cinema is an institution as it has become known as one of the capital's premier independent cinemas. The Electric Cinema prides itself on being different to most high street chain movie theatres. Luxurious leather seating, tables for food and drink, and a relaxed atmosphere make this cinema a place you can treat like home. Holland Park is often referred to as one of London's most romantic parks, thanks to the abundance of wildlife and secluded hideaways. Take a leisurely stroll through the park and you will come across many fantastic sights, including a Japanese garden, an orangery, great children's playgrounds, a cricket pitch and tennis courts, and even peacocks can be found. Holland House is now a ruin, but the ground surrounding it has been preserved from development. In the late 19th century, a number of notable artists and art collectors called the area home. The group was collectively known as the Holland Park Circle. The park provides stunning inspiration for any artist. If you're considering buying into the area, it may be worth noting that the large houses listed for sale go for well over £10 million. In fact, a number of countries maintain their embassies here. It is one of the most expensive residential districts, not only in London, but the world. Holland Park is the perfect place to escape, definitely one of London's highlights. I'm now heading towards another desirable part of London, Kensington. It's here you can catch the big name museums as well as take part in the ultimate shopping experience. Separated from Hyde Park by the Serpentine Lake, Kensington Gardens is one of London's royal parks. The gardens are fenced and considered to be more formal than its neighbour, Hyde Park. The highlight of the park is Kensington Palace, the occasional home of Princess Margaret and the late Princess Diana. Queen Victoria was born here in 1819 and one room is preserved as a memorial to her. The park is popular in summer for sunbathing and sports, but also year-round it provides the perfect haven for a stroll to get out of the hustle and bustle of central London. On the edge of the park is the Serpentine Gallery, a converted 1903 tea house. Over 600,000 people visit the gallery every year to view contemporary art, sculpture and artistic installations. The Albert Memorial on the southern edge of the park is perhaps one of the most elaborate displays of love in the world. In memory of her husband Albert, Queen Victoria employed Sir Giles Gilbert Scott to design one of London's grandest monuments. £120,000 and nearly 20 years of work to complete, the 53-metre statue gleams in gold to attract the eye of everyone in the vicinity. Directly opposite the Albert Memorial is the Royal Albert Hall, which was conceived by Albert himself. After the success of the Great Exhibition of 1851, which was held in the park, proceeds raised from the event were used to develop the huge amphitheatre. The nearby Victoria and Albert Museum is home to one of the world's largest museum of decorative arts and features 145 galleries. On show are national collections of sculpture, furniture, fashion and photographs, while it also prides itself on being a centre for lifelong learning. There are over 4 million pieces on display, so it's worth planning your trip, as it's almost impossible to see everything. Alternatively, why not take one of the free guided tours? The Natural History Museum is one of London's finest Gothic Revival buildings and is possibly the UK's greatest museum. It was designed by Alfred Waterhouse between 1873 and 1880 with a grand main entrance. There are some stunning features here, including the wonderful Life and Earth galleries. Again, a day wouldn't do justice to the wonderful exhibitions on display here. Attracting over 1 million visitors a year, the Science Museum features records of scientific, technological and medical change since the 18th century. It is sure to keep everyone in the family entertained with a range of exhibitions appealing to all age groups. Still to come on the show, we go shopping and dining around Kensington and Knightsbridge, visit the Belgravia Gallery in Mayfair and make our way to Buckingham Palace.